In regards to the disc sander, this risk assessment is very important within the operation of the machine. The chance of an accident occurring on the disc sander is unusual but also possible if you do not use the machine correctly. For example, sanding a very small piece of timber, which could result in your finger coming in contact with the machine, causing a very unpleasurable experience. This type of accident occurring is very rare if you follow the correct workplace procedures involving, for example, wearing PPE equipment, which stops clothing getting caught in the machine or sawdust coming in contact with your eyes. As you can see by the risk score calculator, we are able to determine that the chance of a serious risk occurring is very low. The hierarchy of control shows the workplace how they can eliminate and substitute, as well as the use of the engineering control, administrative controls, as well as the personal protective equipment required in the workplace. The elimination of this machine is quite possible as there are various other equipment that can be used, and which brings to us the next topic, which is the substitution. We are able to substitute the disc sander for the belt sander. However, in the case that the object is relatively small, or you would like a very smooth finish, the belt sander is not ideal, as you can then use just fine sandpaper, which will require a lot more physical effort. However, in the end does the job just as well. The machine is not particularly well isolated as the result of sawdust, which could possibly intervene with the contact of people's eyes, in the case that they are not wearing personal protective equipment, which involves glasses, if people were using the equipment directly next to the disc sander. For the safety of the disc sander, a guard has been added to the area in which the disc sander is rotating upwards, which will therefore stop any piece of material being able to be flinged upwards, causing a face or eye injury. Administration includes the requirement in which students are to have been shown how to use this machine by a staff member in the workshop and have been signed off in order to be eligible to use it. There are also yellow lines located around the disc sander which represent only one person is able to be in whilst operating the machine. Personal protective equipment is vital and must be worn at all times whilst operating machinery in the workshop. This helps protect students from any hazards, which in the case of the disc sander includes sawdust coming in contact with your eyes, which are due to the goggles, as well as clothing getting caught in the machining, which is restrained back by your apron.